Yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now, today we have Gucci Mane signing 2 new artists, and we also have 50 Cent with a message for Meek Mill. Now, Gucci Mane just recently rebranded his record label, the new 1017. And on this new record label, he has a few artists that he just signed. Now, some of the dudes that he signed on the roster include Pooh Shiesty, Big Scar, Fugiano, and he also signed a few ladies onto the roster as well. Now, he is most excited about signing these 2 ladies onto the roster called the So Icy Girls, consisting of K. Sade, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, and Enchanting. Now, here's the thing about the So Icy Girls. The So Icy Girls, these are Atlanta-based artists, are not particularly a duo. They're not a group. Alright? He just wants to make sure. Matter of fact, this is what he said exactly. Alright? Quote says, "We need more female rappers in the game. I had a female artist one time, right? My whole thing is, I'm not gonna just replace no artists. I'm gonna give female artists a chance. You get what I'm saying? I'm embracing the female artists like she hard. I'm effing with it. It ain't gonna be like I'm starting my label and this gonna be my token female artist. No. I want some So Icy boys, because whoever I sign, naturally, we're gonna call ourselves the So Icy Boys. That's natural. So my whole thing is, I'm gonna sign 2 dope females, and just off the drip, I'm naturally gonna call them the So Icy Girls. But they're solo artists. They're not a group. It's like me, Fugiano, Pooh, and Scar. We all solo artists, but we're the So Icy Boys. So I wanted to start the type of movement with females. You know what I'm saying? Empower them and boss them up." Close quote. Respect to Gucci for making sure he empowers the females, letting everybody know that the females about to step on deck. And I love seeing female artists when they come out, because a lot of times when they come out, man, they start swinging. And a lot of times it's harder than most male rappers out there. Okay, so I'll be looking forward to the So Icy Girls, hoping that they're able to drop some straight heat for the culture. Now, next on deck is 50 Cent. Now, 50 Cent was on the episode of Young Money Radio, where he was being interviewed by none other than Lil Wayne. All right, so 50 Cent discusses a little bit about Pop Smoke's upcoming album. He talks a little bit about his tutelage under Eminem, and he also talks about how much love he's got for Nicki Minaj. All right, that's all said and good. Okay, now here's the thing. Lil Wayne begins to ask him about the current climate here in America. All right, with everything going on, Black Lives Matter and all that other stuff. And this is when the conversation became very highly interesting. Not to say that it wasn't interesting before, but it becomes very interesting now. When asked about the subject, he says, yo, quote, "If you said to me, I'm not gonna say who I'm talking about, right? I'm just gonna say, if you represent prison reform, how do you sign to a correctional officer and you managed by a snitch? Help me with this man. I just look at certain ish and I go, wait, how is that?" Close quote. Now, here's the thing. With this particular comment, right? How many artists do we know of that represent or are big on prison reform? I'm gonna wait for you to say it out loud. Say it out loud with your face. Okay? Now, we all know who represents prison reform out there. And 50 Cent is now making a statement to the particular person. Well, he's actually making a statement to Lil Wayne. But he's throwing a statement out there saying, yo, man, how does someone that represents prison reform sign to a correctional officer and is managed by a snitch? Now, and then he begins to go on and says, yo, help me with this man. I mean, this is where it gets very fascinating, right? Because it sounds, for all intents and purposes, like he's speaking about Meek Mill. All right, now I could be wrong, and if I am, apologies. You know what I'm saying? But I know not too many rappers are big on prison reform. And the person that Meek Mill is signed under, if I remember correctly, is I believe her name was Desiree Perez or something to that effect. And it's known that she was a federal informant. So, here's the thing. With all the smoke that's been going down with DJ Academics, right? And all the heat, and DJ Academics is like, yo man, I'm a blogger. Why you coming so hard at me? You ain't going hard at anybody else. Why you coming hard at me? Now, here's the other piece of information that you, and it's cool if you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now, in New York, a lot of people understand that 50 Cent is a certified goon. Okay? A certified goon. Like, he was a problem out there in New York for extended periods of time. Now, if you don't know, you don't know. You think like, oh man, it's just rap. It's just rap. They're acting. They're acting. If you don't know, that's cool, man. You might not get it. Okay? The understanding is very simple. All right? The bullets ain't fake. You follow what I'm saying? 50 Cent is known in the streets out there. Here's an individual that you don't generally spot him with bodyguards. Okay? And we already posted a video where my man spoke about like it's possible that there are people that are willing to get done whatever needs to be done on behalf of other people. Now, I don't hope ill on nobody. Okay? And honestly, I hope that the whole Meek Mill Academics thing blows over, right? Because I don't like people being all stressed out and all that other stuff. But now 50 done stepped into the picture and said a little something, something. At which point, what we're going to see is Meek Mill address him back. Or Meek Mill might be like, man, whatever, you know what? Let me just let all this die because all this negative energy ain't cool. Which I honestly believe would be the higher path and the better path to take, right? I don't believe that all that negative energy should be necessary or should even be done with anybody. Yo, check this clip out. Let us know what you think.
I'm not even going to say who I'm talking about, right?
Please don't.
I'm just going to say, if you represent prison reform, how did you sign to a correctional officer and you managed by snitch? Help me with this, man. I'm like, look, there's no, I just look at certain shit and I go, wait.
All right, so, you saw the clip. You know the thoughts. If you saw our other videos, you heard the back and forth game between DJ Academics and Meek Mill. If you haven't heard, you need to check out our other video to know exactly the context of what we're talking about. It had an extended Twitter battle going back and forth with essentially, DJ Academics saying, yo man, why you bullying me? You coming at the wrong, you coming at a blogger. I mean, that can't be respected. And Meek Mill going back and forth talking about he going green light stuff and whatnot. And then, Academics is like, yo, man, I thought you were supposed to be about prison reform. My bad, I'm sitting there stuttering. I thought you were supposed to be about prison reform. Right? And if you're about prison reform, then, why you so savage with me? I thought you was about something positive. Yo, let us know what you think about how this is going to play out with what 50 said. And 50, he didn't throw out any names. He just made a general statement. To which everybody can act like, yo, man, I don't know who you're talking about. Or folks could say something back. Now, I don't think it's wise to say anything back. But who listens to me? Yo, let us know what you think. Hit us up in the comments below. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.
We don't want to put pressure on you. We know you can't pronounce those words in that Harry Potter book, so we're going to let you read Cat in the Hat.
Woke up, I looked at the
part of the world and had them speaking on these little, because some of these bloggers, like, we need some fly bloggers too. Let's talk about it. We need some fly bloggers, because most of these bloggers, they on these blogs and they speaking on like our culture and they don't know anything about it, and they tuning in, and some of them got influence. Like, I don't know, if you watch who this little pages you watch, who might see Academics page, you'll see they post everybody's album. They ain't gonna post no Meek Mill album. There's a lot of them things they ain't posting my album, man. When we see it, we have a little talk about it. But it's the game. Let's get it.
Okay, so listen.